Okay. Um, hey Zach, long time no see. Um, I guess I don't really know where to start, but right now, junior year of high school, and you should be about finishing college. Hopefully, a lot of the stuff well, that's happening right now doesn't matter a lot, and I don't know. I mean, I don't even know what college you're gonna be at or where you went to study or what you're doing, but there's a lot of things right now that I like to at least remember or things like that because time tends to change a lot and people come and go and things like that, that speech. I just finished uploading a few videos to this computer, or I don't know which computer you have. It's probably still this MacBook Pro. Um, I just finished uploading old videos from 2 years ago before now, or 3 years ago. It was around middle school, and it showed how much actually changed between us and the people. And I mean, I think of it now, like I see freshman year and look at things like that, and I mean, wow, things things change a lot in a few years. You know, I remember walking in the first day, and like now it just seems like I was just a little kid. I didn't know what I was doing, and I mean, I like to think that I've learned where I'm going or things like that. I know sort of where I am or where things are right now. Because I mean, halfway through high school, upperclassmen, you know how things work. Just, I think the biggest problem with people the most is that they're not very aware of where they're going or what's around them and what they're doing a lot. You know, people get their schoolwork done, they might get A's and they might do well, but they don't know how big of an impact other things that are going on around them make every day and how every person, I mean, I look at it more that the connections that I make and the people that I meet and the things I remember now are going to be more important than, things like my grades. And I mean, right now you're doing cross country. You're a junior. You're about 10th on the team. You'll probably be a sub on CIF. Go to state hopefully. You're in jazz band. It's the jazz. I mean, it's a band that won state, got third place at Reno, and you do have to step it up in things like that. And in your academics, you need to do well. But what I try to remember most is the people that I meet and what makes me, hopefully, who I am today, where you are sitting right now watching this, hopefully 5 years later. Um, let's see. People in my life. Um, start with parents, right? I mean, it's about 10:30 right now. They're probably on the way back home. Um, I mean, I don't give them enough respect that they deserve, but I hope they know that I know how much they care about them, and I do care about them a lot, and they do so much for me to keep me where I am and to keep me in check and in place with everything I do that I really should appreciate them more, but I don't show that emotion as much as I should, and I don't really know why, but it's something that I always have trouble with, but I think they know by now how much I do actually care about them and how much of an impact they do make on my life. Um, so thank you to them and everything they do for me. And I mean, they always do so much and of like everything they can do to support me with anything I'm doing, they're there for me. And they're, I mean, they're a lot older than most parents, so I don't know where we're at with things and what's happened. And 2017, right? It's been a while. Um, I don't know. His dad's still working. He's always everywhere with running committees or whatever. personal director with this great people doing whatever. Mom always practicing, you know, always doing her thing, but she always takes care of me at home because I mean food. I don't know what you're even doing for food right now because I wouldn't see anything other than just popping ready-made stuff in the microwave that was home cooked. And I don't know how you're gonna survive like that, but I guess you'll have to learn. Um, anyways, people, friends, right? That's what we're talking about. Let's go with Michael Black, right? Known him since seventh grade. I mean, what if Cole never said to him, Michael, "Hey, this is my friend Zach. Like, he's pretty cool. We should get to meet him." Like, what if? I mean, his although so much has changed, and we're you know people grow together, and as they grow together, they can learn to grow apart and go separate, and that's what happened with our group. But he's made an impact on your life because he's changed you as a person and he shaped you as a person in those 5 or however many years you guys spend together. And I mean, right now he's very, you can never tell with him where he's going or what he's actually thinking, but he'll tell you what he's thinking, which tells you what he wants you to think about himself. And I think that's the game that he always plays, and it shows who he is as a person. But I think personally, um, I mean, it's great to know him. Hopefully, you still know him. We always said, oh, one day maybe we'll be roommates in Stanford together. But deep down, we know that's not gonna happen. Uh, Cole Brosis, all right, let's go with him. See, parents were talking to him about him the other day. Uh, he's gonna go far on the bass. Cole, yeah. Um, I don't know what else to say, but music. That's what we think about you. Whether you're majoring at SLO in California right now, or in Boston, where you should be, or New York, those big cities where you can just enjoy your music. And I mean, you'll always have a much bigger appreciation for it than I ever will. But it's still, I mean, you are gonna go far with whatever jazz takes you, and that leads me to, I mean, leads me back to what preschool when we used to know each other, right? And yeah, preschool's where it happened, and from then on, didn't see much in elementary school, but middle school come a long way, uh, pretty far. I mean, it's not like I've never wasn't friends with you or we ever lost our connection because you've stayed the same person as much as you've grown with the things you're doing and how different each of us are changing. Um, you always have that place in me that I know. We both know where we came up from, where we grew up from together. Um, I guess next person, another music person, Tom Hughes. I don't know how to say, man. You're naturally talented at the drums, and you always will be so talented. And wherever you take your talent, um, wherever that leads you, is going to be important because whatever you do with your life is up to you because you make that decision. And you can either have it go down in the dumps or you can have it positive and make the change to make things better for yourself. That's what I'd say. You've taught me how to grow as a person uh, because I mean, I'm still far away from where I will be one day, but I'm far from where I once was, and that's probably because of you, because you taught me that I was young and that I didn't know what I was doing much, and you helped me with that. Um, Diego Ramos, I don't know what to say about you. I can't tell if we're ever, you know, I mean, this kid is all over the place, you know. He's got jokes, he's hilarious, he's a people person, things like that. Um, Not super smart in school, but what you do with people, I mean, creates a character that others recognize and they really know who you are for that, whether you're weird or immature, things like that. It's definitely something I'd like to point out with because I grew with you just like I did with Cole and Diego and Michael. Alright, so I guess I'll go with newer people. Alex Castron, I mean, if I never called you that night, sophomore year, when me and Michael were walking around thinking, oh, we're going to talk to each other at night, if I never called you, you probably would have never hung out with our group, which is very interesting because this is the power that I didn't realize that I had and the impact that I would have on you with where you're going, with who you're going to see and hang out with. And I introduce you to those people. Um, I mean, you're a great kid. You got a brilliant mind. You'll see things that I never will be able to see when you walk around, and you have a very abstract contract, like abstract thoughts and way of seeing things that many people don't understand, but it's what makes you unique. Um, Brad Crow's, you know, a lot of things you've seen, I guess, wherever you went, you got to see the change that I did, whereas everyone else around us didn't watch and see exactly what was going on. But you and I both know exactly what happened with everyone around us because we were always watching, paying attention, seeing what was happening next. And I feel like my story is a lot like yours because I never felt like I was successful or I was doing well or I was being that person that I wanted to be. You know, we both joke like, "Oh, I'm not attractive." "Oh, yeah, you are, dude. Don't worry about it." But it does we both are down there, you know, just by a little bit. And what we do individually and how people see us is what makes the difference. Even though, you know, I know that there's not going to be any, you know, Sammy Babbage or Shoshana Rice that you're talking about after high school, you know, you might not even see her a year after, and it won't even matter anymore. And the days that you guys all thought about, oh, you know, yeah, like Sammy, you know, whatever, like I always say, oh, I'm the one guy that could maybe get with her, whatever, but um, it's definitely one of those things where it's I have this feeling it's one of those people that you're gonna spend high school with and then after high school never see again. And I think me and you, Brad, both know that, but we've also grown together seeing how much people change. And I even see you change. I don't see, you probably see me change because I don't see the change in myself because you're the one that gets to watch it because I don't see you as much anymore. But um, that's definitely how I feel about that because we're often on the same page. And even though I mess with you, you know, give you advice for things that I think you should do, you know, I'm in the same boat. To be honest, right now, you know, we're junior year. Um, I haven't done that. I mean, I haven't worked that much to get where I'm at, except for cross country. I never practice for jazz. I don't get my homework done. I can't pay attention in class. I fall asleep every day. Um, I don't know what it is about me. Um, Maybe it's motivation because there's some things I specifically love doing. I could spend hours cleaning up. I could spend, you know, tons of time organizing bookshelves and folding clothes and putting hangers in the right order, but I don't want to get my work done. And right now it's almost 11 and haven't started anything at all. But that's sort of where you've been with everything. And I think I'll leave this at that, saying that right now, I guess, you are in high school, and the way you're approaching things is as, I guess, events come to you, or things come to you, or possibilities show up, you take those rather than, staying at home and studying and getting your work done. I don't know how far that'll take you into college. I don't know where you're going with college. Um, but you definitely work hard in your sport. That's one of the most important things to you. Being part of that team, you'll work the hardest you ever will. You know, you work out a lot. I mean, that's your priority when you come home too. You do your stretching and you do your running and you come home, you work out, you do your pull-ups, you lift your weights and things like that. And the little things add up because you as a person, with your work you weren't really interested. And I just think that's who I am. It's like uh, I'm good at the things you can't test for. So um, I'll see where you are in I guess about 5 years, and I mean I'm sure I'll send you a few more videos because this doesn't have anything, but it is 17 minutes, and hopefully you enjoy this. Uh, I just remembered something. Wonder how the dogs are, how long they went. They're about they're gonna turn 11, I think, in about April. So that's pretty interesting to me. Or how the brother is up at Microsoft in Seattle. But this is more about a video to you, seeing how you're doing in comparison about what I thought, because I don't know where you're going. I know you can get into a decent college. I just want to know where. I just want to see how far you came from, where I'm standing today, um, believing that I somehow know how to work the system or somehow know I can deal with things when really I have no idea what I'm doing and I never have had a clue what I'm doing, but I try to act that way because, you know, I, as much as I don't enjoy some people or things like that, I have to act like I do because there's only so much time you have in this period because it's going to be work, work, work. And I have to know that, as much like, okay, so my grades are pretty important in school, but I'll do pretty good when I apply. I mean, I'll do decent, probably A's and B's average, depending on how much I can pay attention or actually get my work done on time, not stay up at late every day, checking my Snapchat with Sammy, whatever, Instagram, claim to fame, whatever you like. You have an obsession for people liking things that you do, which is interesting, but I want to know where you go from today and how far you've come because time does definitely make things change, and even 2 years from now things will be way different. But 5 years, I don't even know if you'll remember this, but soon enough it'll feel like that, and it'll be a memory, just like the videos and pictures that you look at all the time, and nostalgia and time. And I mean time, it's the most abstract concept in the world to you, but it's the most important commodity that we can ever think about because we'll never have enough of it, and I'm constantly wasting it, and I never realize how much I actually need it.